Hey everyone, it's me Doomlink and welcome back to Let's Play Monster Hunter. It is currently part 5 for my Let's Play, and it is also the 9th of February 2018. I actually have a Discord window open right now and I'm reading the chat while recording. It's distracting me. I'm going to minimize it. Actually, now it's minimizing to a white screen. That's even worse. You know what? I'm going to put down my laptop. I'm playing on my desktop right now. I do have, instead of having like a dual screen thing going on, running off the same machine, which I could easily do, I do have like a 1080 Ti in my frickin' system with an i7-7700K. It's a pretty good system, or pretty good machine either way. Why am I even bringing that up? The point is that I can easily run multiple applications? What is that? Applications, yes. On my system, it's just that I choose not to do that because I'm lazy. My current setup doesn't really allow for a second screen, so I just use a laptop to serve as my second screen. And I'll just do different things on both machines, but either way, I am going to have a look and see what we need to do in this video. Because, of course, I am doing these quests kind of as single videos, or at the very least, with every single video that I do one single quest. This is going to be the basics, which involves fishing. So we're going to see how fishing is in this game. I'm not too sure how primitive it's going to be, or if it's actually going to be more or less the same as, you know, the second generation version of fishing. I really don't know what to expect. But either way, we are going to be learning the basics of fishing, so yeah, it's not going to be too challenging, one would hope. They are basics after all. If the basics get challenging, then we're going to have real problems when it comes to extreme, serious business fishing. And I don't know if such a thing exists in this game. This is Monster Hunter, not Monster Fisher. But, or rather, does that make sense? We're not really fishing out monsters, we're just fishing out fish. That's the nature of fishing, because fishing is fish. You know, you fish out fish, because that's why it's called fishing. It's like a fly that can't fly. It's specifically called a fly because it flies, and it's also like saying that there is such a thing as an orange that is not orange. You know, that's the thing that I'm trying to get across to you right now. Fishing is fishing, and that's it. So we need to find a place that is suitable for fishing. I guess this guy is going to tell us where to actually... to become a hunter, you must learn how to fish. Okay, well, that's good to know. I would rather know where... Hold on. Worms and crickets. If you search hard enough, okay. So it's not actually given to us in the box, sadly. We need to catch one sushi fish. So, a fishing point located in the upper left of the map. Where? Upper left. Is it trying to tell me that it's... Actually, then again, I really should have taken the map. I don't know why I didn't do that. And I don't know why I actually attacked just there. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to return, go and get the map. Once again, I have no clue why I didn't take the map. Maybe I'm just so used to not taking the map that I just didn't take it. You know, for instance, in other Monster Hunter games, I really don't make it a habit to take the map because I usually remember the area. I do remember the forest and hills rather well. It's just that I feel like it would be a little bit better to visualize it, you know, not in my mind's eye, but rather in my eyes, in my head, if I want to find some fishing point that I can't remember the location of. So, alright, so it's... What did it say again? We need to look at the wisdom of the chief. That is exactly what it's called, I was correct. So, what did he say? The upper left of the map. Okay, so that's good to know. It's probably going to be between areas 10 and 12. I'm going to guess... Okay, let's all place bets, shall we? I am going to bet area... I don't want to say area 11, it looks too small. Maybe area 10. I'm going to guess area 10. Ooh, that was not the first time that I've had some kind of weird lag spike in this area. Have you... I mean, you guys would have seen that in part... I don't know what part you would have seen it in, actually. I don't know why I'm attempting to make out as if I even remember what parts these things occur in, but anyway. I have to tell you, using the claw here is really uncomfortable. Normally, the claw is fine, I don't have an issue with the claw, but with this controller, it's really not the most comfortable experience that you can have while playing a video game. It's quite depressing, actually. I mean, with a PSP, for instance, it's alright, but you see, I have to put my fingers in a specific position when I do the claw, and I guess the left handle of the controller really gets in the way of that. Like, I can't really position my hand very nicely there. But yes, I was correct in that. Didn't really want to look at the beautiful textures down here. I mean, while they are absolutely mind-numbingly high fidelity graphics, I really don't need to look at them. You know, my character was also crouching down to look at them as well. Oh, look at those graphics. That's exactly what she sounds like. But anyway, I'm going to find my fishing rod. Do I have one? I guess I just get... No, that's right. I get worms and then I fish. So there should be a fishing point just around here. Basically, when we can use the worm is when we can fish. That's how that works. If we can possibly find a fishing point. I have to say, I'm running out of stamina very quickly in this game. Are you noticing this? Like, I'm not in combat or anything yet. Look how fast my stamina is depleting. Is that normal to you? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to eat some rations because this is bothering me. And then I will try and catch a sushi fish if I can manage such a thing. I actually like how it looks like when you have an empty space there, so I'm just going to keep it like that. Actually, no, that's right. I do need to actually equip worms to use them. Or crickets, whatever the hell. I don't even remember picking up crickets, but apparently I did pick up crickets. That's fine. It doesn't seem to be giving me a prompt to actually use these crickets or worms, and to be honest, I'm not seeing any fish in here, so it's probably just giving me a water source here to confuse me utterly. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past this game to do such a thing. Let's see, oh, here we go. So it was Area 11 after all. That was the first area that I was thinking of, but then I dismissed the idea. Seems that I really should trust my gut instincts after all. Who would have thought? But yeah, this is actually some reasonably nice graphics going on here. I mean, they're awful. They're like 2000 era, but like still, they're alright. Maybe not 2000, maybe 2002. Actually, that's unfair. That's more like PC graphics from 2002. This is 2004 on the PlayStation 2. I really shouldn't fault this game too much for its graphics. Okay, this Bullfango, I can hear it. It's going to die. Let me just try and wrestle this camera first and foremost. This is not easy. I can tell you that the camera here, and I'm getting... my ear hurts for some reason. A fucking ear canal is stinging, which is really good. One thing that's also really good is when you can't actually control the camera. Now, I can control it here, but in that corridor previously, that was just not something that was happening. No camera control whatsoever was to be had. Going to roll to the side here. Actually, I need to press down to do the jump attack, which is what I'm going to do when I re-engage the Bullfango, trying to get into a position where I can control the camera. You can see it snapping around. It's quite awful. Okay, so apparently the Bullfango has phased out of existence or not. Did you leave the area and come back? I don't know, but one thing that I can tell you is that controlling this camera here is worse than putting a needle underneath your fingernails. But anyway, yeah, did that give you a nice visual? I hope it did. It's quite accurate as to how this feels right now. But anyway, if it's not one thing, it's something else. Now I'm getting like these weird aspects to the area, getting in the way of my camera. Basically, it's all related to the camera, I suppose you could say. Really, my damage output here is what you would refer to as horrendous. That is an adequate way to describe that, actually. Now I'm going to carve this Bullfango, because it makes me feel better about myself when I can actually carve a kill. What about this shining thing that has just disappeared right in front of me, I guess? Oh, never mind. Maybe I should try to collect it. Here we go. Once again, having to get used to pressing X to actually collect. I've got a stone, which is really nice. Not. Here we go, I can fish. Gonna get a sushi fish, you watch. I think I might have to press X to try and fish out the fish. I don't know how that's gonna work. But it's gonna work somehow. Oh, did you... Oh, okay, so... It didn't really look like it went down at all, but apparently it did. I need to listen to the actual sound effects, because the sound effects haven't changed. When it makes a splashing sound, that means it's gone under the water, which means the fish has officially bitten it, and I need to pull it up. Once again, praying that it's the X button. Alright, it was indeed the X button, and I got an invisible fish, apparently. It was a rumble fish, but it was so small that it was not visible to the naked eye. And, yeah, I'm glad that my hunter is so knowledgeable about fish that it can actually discern what kind of fish it is that it's pulling up. Fuck! I pressed the square instead of the circle. This is, well, what do you mean circle? In an ideal world it would be circle, but it's actually X. It's, I don't know if it's square, circle, or X at this point. It's actually X, but subconsciously I know nothing. Fuck me dead. This is quite a challenge. Like, I haven't even gotten to the hunting part of this. Now, I can only go based on sound effects at this stage because it seems the visual effects, the visual telltales for when the fish is ready to be caught are quite poor. Debbie, oh, fucking son of a bitch. At least you didn't steal my bait this time. This is not exactly high skill level fishing here. This is quite sad. The evolution of the fishing mechanic has been something that I have taken vague notice of in the series, and it has gotten slightly better, yes. The most recent game, Monster Hunter World, actually allows you to aim specifically where you want to cast your rod. It's not exactly the most innovative thing in the world. Twilight Princess was doing that in 2006. It's taken the Monster Hunter series up until 2018 to actually incorporate that frickin' thing. See now... Yes. Alright, now we can actually see the fish. Here we go. Pin tuna. This is not what I want. I want a sushi fish. I think the sushi fish are the small ones. That's my memory of it. Fuck. I think it's going to be that really small silverfish over there. Even though the icon for sushi fish, to my memory, is like an orangey red. More like orange. May as well catch all of the fish to just cycle them. What's that? A sushi fish, never mind. I was completely wrong. Now that I have succeeded in catching a sushi fish, I'm going to return to the camp. Because I have absolutely no desire to continue with that experience whatsoever. I went the wrong way. Bunch of Melinks in there. Don't really care about them, to be honest with you. Oh, go away. I really don't want to be involved. I wouldn't have an issue with that Bullfango if A, the camera wasn't having a seizure every single time I tried to change it when I was in that area, 11. And B, I can't even remember how I was initially structuring that sentence, but let's just hope I said I was doing A and B. The second thing, either way, was the fact that my damage output was very poor against that Bullfango. Really was not making things easy. X, please. I really need to teach my mind, whenever you go to press circle, just press X instead. Basically, the X and circle interactions have been flipped. Or at least they were flipped from this game into, what do you call? Monster Hunter 2 DOS. I would assume so anyway. Because I'm going to assume 2 DOS had the same controls as the PSP games, more or less. I would like to hope so, anyway. Or maybe Monster Hunter G was the game that flipped the controls. I really don't know. I haven't played G, and I don't know if I'll even play G at any point. Maybe I'll just stick to playing Freedom. I don't know. Either way, what am I doing? I don't want to be here. I want to deliver that single sushi fish. Oh, that was some good lag spike going on there. I call it lag spike because I have no other way to describe it. I'm sure that's not really an accurate description, but at least you understand what I'm trying to refer to. So as long as you know what I'm referring to, it doesn't matter if I refer to it incorrectly, because that would just make me out to be an idiot. And you already know that I'm an idiot, so that's not really... As long as you know what I'm trying to refer to, it's fine. It's not a problem at all. Alrighty. So that was that quest completed. What fun. Quest completed, once again we have that extremely gratifying quest completed title there. What's that? A cut... okay. I don't know what to say about that, but apparently that maybe a Kutku fell in the pond and we, like, picked up a scale? I don't know. Maybe Kutku was having a swim? I don't know how to even begin interpreting that. But whatever. Let's not question it. Yes, I do want to save. I think that was quite an eventful moment right there. Anyway, this lady is carrying a bowl of soup on her head. I mean, that's... Maybe it's not soup. Maybe it's some kind of... I'm trying to say harvest. There you go. Some kind of farm harvest. I don't really know. But there's a lot of stuff in her bowl. There's probably even more stuff in her box, if you know what I mean. Just look at how she's walking. Anyway. But either way, I will see you guys in part 6. This has been part 5, and it was a very riveting part, if I may say so myself. I believe that was the 5th and final quest for the first star quest list from the village elder. So yeah, I guess we're going into some actual monster hunting quests in the 2nd star, at least I would frickin' hope so, because this is starting to become extremely riveting to the point where I don't even want to play this game anymore because it's giving me so much excitement I feel like I might have a heart attack. No, of course I'm referring to something very much the opposite. It's very boring, and I would like to experience something a little bit more exciting. So, yeah, either way, I hope you guys have been entertained somewhat by the hilarious awfulness of this game. Hilarious awfulness? The hilariously awful nature of this game. That's a better way to describe that. Anyway, yeah, it's been pretty bad so far, but either way, it is quaint, given how old it is and how nostalgic it is, so I'll forgive it in that way. Either way, I will see you guys in part 6. I hope you enjoyed this part. It is once again the 9th of February as I'm recording this, and I will catch you all later. Bye bye.